Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. Just about halfway through the season now, still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. His return starts at the 5. It's a fumble on the opening kick. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. Ooh, got the hearts racing a little earlier than they wanted. My heart's racing up here, but fortune on their side this time, partner, as they do get the ball back and are going to have their opening possession after all.
Yeah, definitely spooks you a little bit, and you got to now make sure as an offense you settle things down. Maybe a good reminder, too, in the huddle. Hey, boys, let's make sure we take care of this football.
Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills take a 6-0 lead right away. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground, to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
On the return, here comes Xavier Leggett. He's brought down just inside the 25. Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
All right.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out. Here we go. Tony. Good.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Ooh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. Jukes away from one. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Bills drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing is Stroud. Short pass caught by his tight end. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
From the gun, Stroud. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that brings up third down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
They'll air it out on third. Finds a man right side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Benson on 1st and 10. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
2nd down carry for Achane. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
1st and 10 from the 32. Shotgun now for Stroud. Short pass brought in. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. On 18.
From the red zone on 1st. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on 1st down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
What? On the quick, right? Tony.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Under. What? 18. What's that? 11. Look to high. 11. Hey, uno. Hey, uno Mars.
3rd and long for him here. Throw is caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that gets them back to within 11. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. First down throw for Allen. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Cade. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Well, he got the football, but not the first. That stop just shy of the marker. 4th down. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's 4th down.
All 52.
And he just get the play off. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That big 4th down call is how we close out our 1st quarter. The scoreboard reads 14-3. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Lone back gets the handoff. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Bills have a 1st down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand at saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Christian Harris on the stop. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. It is cut left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Round 80. Alert, alert, alert. What's that?
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Forced out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He fought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
180. What's that?
Allen on 3rd down. Catch made left side by Laporta. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
There has been a constant for tight ends through the decades. From Kellen Winslow to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. When you are big and you've got length and use your body against those defenders, even double coverage can't stop you.
And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Again, Allen to the air. That one connects. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills make it a 3-possession game. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That's up and through for the point after. And the Bills push their lead to 18. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. The Gents with a return here. Things going well so far. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out.
6-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Stroud off of play action. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here we go. 18. What's up? 11.
Back to the air they go on 2nd. Stroud. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
18. What's up? Hey, uno more. Hey, uno.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Texans set to punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. He has it at the 13. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Slot receivers headed left. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen. Deep down the right sideline. It's his running back making the catch. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Big shot to begin the drive. Has him up beyond the 40.
5 yards. 1st down, Bills.
Stop.
Allen now on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So 2nd down coming up.
Middle. Look out.
Back to the air, Allen. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Allen gonna throw again. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. The Bills with a punt team out there. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Brings it in at the 12. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. That is our 2-minute warning. 1:56 left to go before we take a break. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
18. What's up?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Oh, ready. 118. What's that?
To the air, Stroud. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
And the Texans, first down.
Hey, uno more.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, uno.
From the gun, Stroud sends this to the end zone. And he makes the catch, but he will not get the feet down. Oh, God, that could have been a highlight reel touchdown. Instead, just an incompletion. Boy, they had to look, Brock, and they just missed a touchdown as the throw put him a little bit too close to the edge of that end zone.
Handle priority number one, that's to catch it and secure it. Unfortunately, did not leave enough room to land his feet in the end zone, despite what was really a tremendous effort.
And the Bills get to him. Down he goes. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile.
118. What's that? 19 Texans. Look the hot. Hey, uno more.
Looking to throw, Stroud. He's got a man left. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field to keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
18. What's up? Buggy.
Stroud now on 4th down. Pass brought in by Watson. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
16 yards.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go. 18. What's up? Hey, uno. Hey.
To the air yet again. It's Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans chop some of the lead off before the half. Christian Watson with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Texans make it an 11-point ball game.
Texans 10.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Looking to throw. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
The final throw before the break. He puts a man under it deep down the middle. He's got it deep downfield. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. The Gents with a return here. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. That's exactly what they did.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Here we go.
Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
It's Benson on the give. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And that's good for a few. It brings up third down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
18. What's that?
3rd and long for him here. It's his running back. We'll have the first down and even more. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset? To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Shotgun now, first round. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
We'll drop this down to A-Chain. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Turning to Benson on 3rd. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Manages a gain of 3 there. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. So I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
First down, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. The give now to Benson. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Trey Benson, the touchdown. This play going under review by the officials. So they wanted to take another look, and that turned out to be a good decision. The call on the field overturned. Benson can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Another try for Benson, and he's in for the touchdown. The Texans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Trey Benson, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Starting from the 5. This makes it up to the 25. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Didn't lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
2nd down now. They need 7. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st down from the 42. Now Allen off the play action. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Allen setting up play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Making right, airs it out down the sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To throw again, it's Allen. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On 1st down, they'll run. Well, he danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He gets this down to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Bills have a 1st down.
That's another Bills 1st down.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Bills ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
56, 56. Right it. Half.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that one falls incomplete. Oh, would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up 2nd down.
Plays like that are called twofers. It's why coaches live 2 years for one. All the planning, great play call, careful execution led to that, and it was still dropped to the turf. Touchdown lost.
And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
319!
Allen on third down. This is Cox. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills now lead by 10. The kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills drive their lead to 11.
Texans 17.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
19 Texans.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot.
And the Bills get to him. He's brought down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Alert! 56, 56. Go.
1st down throw for Allen. Finds him on the crossing route. Dancing past him. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Middle. Go.
2nd down, here's Allen again. Setting up the screen. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Brought in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Another Bills. First down. First and goal, Buffalo.
Alert, alert, alert! It's out!
Allen on the play action. And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Josh Allen the touchdown. Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills push their lead to 18. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Legette with a return here. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Texans to the line. First and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. So that brings up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
From the gun, Stroud. Complete out to the right side. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
Brings up third
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. To the air, Stroud. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Stroud's going to throw for it. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he's going to bring this back with a pick 6 and a Buffalo touchdown. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On the move, headed right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
He connects downfield. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go. South.
Stroud from the pistol. Big strike here to Williams. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
down.
Here's Achan from the pistol. Massive hits. The ball's out. And it looked like a Bill got it.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Buffalo.
They're going to pass it here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Jordan Addison, the intended target. And it's going to be second down. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Round 80! We go!
They'll run the counter. Fights his way through a tackle. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
What's that?
This is a designed run for Allen. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills, as we'll see you next time from Houston.